If you are trying to stop reflux, get control of your symptoms, and find long-term relief, and you only learn one thing from my channel, let it be the mealtime hygiene tools in this video. If you're new here, my name is Molly. I'm a registered dietitian specializing in acid reflux, GERD, and LPR. I struggled with chronic GERD for over 10 years, and I started this YouTube channel to share evidence-based strategies to help you overcome reflux and get back to living a life you love. So when I was struggling with reflux, I would get reflux so inconsistently. Sometimes I would get reflux after oatmeal and cantaloupe, really alkaline, soothing foods that I typically tolerated well. And then I could have like a slice of pizza and be totally fine. And I was so frustrated as to why my symptoms were so inconsistent. Eventually, I started to use a food log to track my symptoms. And what I noticed is that the days I was busier, the days I was really back to back, I was seeing a higher rate of reflux symptoms on those busy days. Foods I was eating actually really wasn't changing very much because I was sticking to those same safe foods all the time. And eventually I realized that it wasn't actually the foods I was eating that was giving me reflux, but the way I was eating that was giving me reflux. And this is the case for so many of our one-on-one clients that come to us and are like, why am I getting reflux after these very alkaline, safe foods that I usually tolerate very well? And after doing some investigation and some food logging, sometimes we see that it wasn't actually the actual food, but it was the way that they were eating. What I mean by the way you eat is something I call mealtime hygiene. And mealtime hygiene is one of those strategies that can be absolutely transformative if you are someone with reflux. And I feel like it's a strategy that not a lot of people are talking about. I have so much respect for Dr. Aviv and Dr. Kaufman. I admire them so much, but this is so critical for people with reflux, and I wish more people were spreading awareness on the tools of mealtime hygiene. Mealtime hygiene is a pillar of the Flora reflux relief method that we help walk people through in our one-on-one clients and in our course, especially if you have motility issues, esophageal motility or slow motility or a hiatal hernia. This is something that you're gonna wanna take notes on. On those extremely busy days when I was getting reflux, I would eat my meal extremely fast. I would barely even chew my food. And what happens when you don't chew your food is all of the food kind of lands in the fundus. The fundus is the top part of the stomach, and all your food lands here, and your stomach contracts in 3 places. When it contracts in this upper portion and all the food is really right here, it really doesn't have enough space to move downwards, it can move upwards. And so by slowing down my meal speed, by chewing my food well to applesauce consistency and slowing my speed, this was absolutely critical for me. And so my fundus, the top of my stomach, had time to accept the food, contract, and move the food downward. Now, I also mentioned, in addition to meal speed, that chewing my food to applesauce consistency, it was key. And this is something that a lot of our clients actually struggle with. It's a simple strategy, but not as easy to implement, especially when you're busy, especially when you're hungry. And remember the hunger part, because we're gonna circle back to that later. When you chew your food well, this allows your stomach to easily process the food. Your stomach doesn't have teeth, remember that. And so we have to start this digestion process in the mouth. There actually are digestive enzymes in your mouth that are produced when you start to chew, and this really eases the burden on your stomach and allows food to move through the stomach easier, reducing the risk that it comes back up, which is reflux. This key part of digestion, chewing, is actually called the cephalic phase of digestion. And not only does it stimulate digestive enzymes in the mouth, but it also sends a signal to produce stomach acid, which is what you want if you are someone with lower stomach acid, and that is your root cause of reflux. Also, if you've had reflux for a long time and you have esophageal dysmotility, your esophagus is not contracting well because of prolonged reflux, you're gonna really wanna make sure you're chewing well to allow food to move through easily. Now here's the thing, this can be really hard to remember in the moment, especially if you're hungry. So this is why you're gonna really wanna get in tune with your hunger and fullness cues. Hunger and fullness is another key pillar that we incorporate through the Flora acid reflux relief method that has helped thousands of people. And if you're struggling and you need more step-by-step support with this, we have a course down below, so definitely check that out. You don't want to wait until you're ravenous to eat. You really want to eat when you're starting to feel hungry so that you can slow down, chew well, decrease that meal speed, and optimize your digestion, i.e. preventing reflux. One other key thing, especially if you have a hiatal hernia, is posture during a meal. So what can happen sometimes is we can slouch during a meal and really kind of crumple our digestive system. Maybe you're eating on the couch, or maybe you are eating at your desk, and this is not helpful for reflux. You really want to try to maintain good posture when you're eating so things can flow downward, your digestive system is not compressed, and Also think about maintaining good posture for about an hour after your meal. So maybe put a pillow behind you to support yourself here so that you can stay nice and upright and food can move downwards. This strategy has been so helpful for a lot of my clients that want to reintroduce certain reflux triggers. I had a client who her favorite food was a burger. She just wanted to have a burger, and this had been a trigger for her in the past because of the high fat content. And so the next time she tried to have a hamburger, what she did is she chewed really well. She took her time. She savored each bite, ate really mindfully, and she noticed her fullness cue as well. So when she was starting to feel full, she didn't feel like she had to push past fullness, and she didn't get any reflux symptoms after that meal. And that is because of her commitment to her mealtime hygiene and all the other work we were doing, of course, to address her reflux. But it went so much better when she really focused on decreasing her meal speed, chewing well, good posture, and not eating past fullness. If you're struggling with reflux and you're looking for more support, I have a free reflux-friendly meal plan down below in the description. You don't want to miss that, so click below to grab that. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you get weekly reflux support videos designed to help you overcome reflux and optimize your gut health. I hope these strategies help you keep going in your reflux relief journey, and I will see you in the next video.